apologies, you probably can hear my fan going, but it's really hot. As I say, I'm wearing a sweatshirt. It's not really hot for me, but my guinea pigs have been overheating, so my fan's on all the time. I thought my guinea pig was having a heart attack. Trying to get him into the vet, but no vet is answering my calls. I'm literally just about to show up and be like, take it. But yeah, so apologies for that background noise. But today I'm going to be showing you some artwork. There's artwork behind me and in front of me, which I'll probably get up at the end of the video and kind of just show you and tap on them and stuff. But I'm just going to show you art journals and some artwork that I have here next to me. So yeah, because somebody requested this a while back and I was going to do it, but I never did, so I'm doing it now. And I don't know, it's because this was hanging up right there and it fell and it hit me. I was like, hey, I need to do that video. So I guess we'll start with this. I made this I think senior year of high school, so 2 years ago. Or a year ago. Almost 2 years. I love butterflies and symbolism as butterflies or moths and things like that. So I really like using them in my artwork. And a book that I normally collage from, it's a book that I've had since I was younger, and I feel bad for ruining it, but at the same time it's very nostalgic for me to use in my artwork. So, this is just paint and then paint pen. I did a whole project. I don't know where the project went. I wish I could show you. I did a project talking about Alzheimer's and how memory can be really so fuzzy, and it's really easy to mix up memories even with no Alzheimer's. But for that project I did symbolism of butterflies and eyes, and it came out really cool, and it based on my great grandmother, who actually recently passed last year, or not last year, the beginning of this year. And it was kind of based on her experience and how she kind of described her memory loss when she was conscious enough to speak on it. So this was not part of the project, but a piece I made while I was doing that project. So I don't have a date or anything on it, but I think it was last year I made this. It's so weird. It feels like I graduated forever ago. So I have that one. It's one of my favorite pieces. And then I'll give you an up close. Where is it? This one right here is, I also made that at the same time. But you'll see that once I hang this back up. So I guess I'll start with my first art journal I had ever really did. This was freshman year up to not my senior year, my junior. Actually, that's a lie. I didn't make this my senior. I made this my junior year. Because my senior year was remote, fully remote. My junior year was half remote. So this was up to my junior year. It's just a lined journal from Walmart. I'm gonna start from the back because I wrote a bunch of stuff in here. This is a whole blackout page of Indian ink. I wanted to see how well it would hold it. Not very well. Shopping list. So I was planning out a future room. It's a shopping list. I wanted a new journal, a Nintendo Switch, which I did buy, and it was a to-do list also. Put together a portfolio. I wanted to go to art school, but I can't afford it, so I'm not in art school. But I just applied to get a bachelor's degree for free for HR, because I think I'd be good at that. And then when I make $1 zillion and marry someone rich, I go to art school. This was planning out this was actually the project I was talking about. It was called Metamorphosis. And it says, changes over time to the Polaroids, doubles, one in great shape, others not. Just kind of visualizing everything. This was another page that I used while planning. It was like a grade that I got for a project. It said, I got a 96 and says, love it, your handling of collage items is very well done. I love the use of glitter and the message you are communicating, which I'll show you that piece that she's talking about. I don't know where, I think it's on the floor next to me. It's a really cool piece. I was really happy with how that came out. Love the glitter and the message you're communicating, very well done. For my next project, you should use more collage, more satire work on the world today, or more interactive collage work. Because I was doing a lot of interactive work, but I got lazy. And then this page was a stamp I made. So I just like stamped it on the page. Okay, and then I'm gonna go from the front because now we're starting on artwork. So this was the first page I ever did. That was like from the book I was talking about, the butterfly book. My friend did this, but it was cute, so I put it in there. This one's for me. And I'm gonna admit, a lot of this stuff is kind of cringy. Again, like this freshman year, high school me. And like freshman year, I knew I was like I knew I was trans, but I was not out as trans. Like not even to my friends really. I think maybe like one person. And then I would be like, oh, just kidding. I just thought I was. Like, I don't know what I'm talking about. So some of the stuff is kind of embarrassing and funny to laugh at. Because like, I still suffer with like depression and stuff, but like, it's not that serious. But I did like a thing about anxiety. And then I like this one I did it's called A Timeless Classic, with like the shape of a brain, and then like I don't know, I definitely probably got, there's that one that's cringy, but like that's kind of cool. I think that's Hava Nagila, like the sheet music for Hava Nagila. Yeah, it is. That's funny. The song bangs. I'm not Jewish, but I love that song. I listen to it all the time, actually. I'm not even like joking. I loved, like, I had that. It wasn't Milk and Honey, but it was the other book by the same author. I can't remember her name. It's like Ruby Carr or something like that. I loved her poems, so I like have a bunch of that in there. So it's not really artistic, but I'll show you that. I think I made this one. I don't know, but like stole some of it. This was just like a little practice run for shading. It's a pear, an onion, and a tomato with faces. And this one, time extends before and after my life. Death is inevitable. What is the point? Why do we exist? So edgy. I don't know. I mean, I still have those questions, but like, it's good. This, I love. This is my favorite page. It's the reason I probably haven't thrown away this book. It says, fall in love with your solitude. Now, I struggle with like being alone and stuff. I still do. Like, I don't like being out of relationships. I like having somebody to talk to. But it's not like I rely on them. It's just like, I like that. But this is made out of Polaroid cutouts. If you've ever taken apart a Polaroid, not old ones, but like the new Instact ones, you'll get this like film. That. It was really cool. This is a cringy Amberlynn-esque depression poem. I'm not gonna read that. And then this. Okay, I definitely stole that off Tumblr for sure. This one is really neat. Not this one, but this one is like paint chips. It's like, oh, I thought that was so cool. I like the texture because it's like crayon. But this, that was definitely stolen off like Tumblr and Pinterest. I'm not gonna front, like, definitely. This is, I like still am obsessed with like plants and stuff. So that was this page. And this page is pretty neat too. It says, I wish I was able to travel through time so I could observe all the colors, sights, and sounds of creation. That's kind of banger. I don't don't know if I actually wrote that, like that's an original or not. Probably not, but it'd be kind of cool if it was. Oh, these pages are bangers too. Again, was still in poems, but it says, maybe I feel sad, who knows? That I did by myself. And then this says, for you to see beauty here does not mean if there is beauty in me. It means there is beauty rooted so deep within you, you can't help but see it everywhere. Now this is an original watercolor painting, but I'm pretty sure I referenced the like person off of like Pinterest or Tumblr, so just to be aware of that. I don't know. It looks familiar, so I feel like I've definitely seen a picture of the actual girl or a drawing of that girl. I don't know. I think that's the sun in a bunch of different languages. It's kind of cool. My handwriting used to be so nice. It is not nice anymore. Skipping that page and this page. There's a Vincent Van Gogh quote. And, okay, at this point, I could not afford paint. Like, I couldn't. But my grandmother had bought me, like, some face paint. Like, really cheap face paint. So what I would do is I would paint with the face paint and then set it with hairspray. And it was glitter hairspray. So it smells like hairspray to this day. And then it was freshman year. I don't know what else to say. Did this with Sharpie. This was like a sketchbook project I did. It was really lazy, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't want to do that project. This is when I first started getting into watercolor. This is printed out for sure. I'm not gonna lie, like that's definitely printed out, and then I put it in there. Just thought it was cool. My phone's gonna die, and I have like mustache sweat on my hand. It's so gross. And then I'm a Sagittarius, so I did a Sagittarius page. I think this had like a Polaroid on it once. We took it off. There's just a lot of stuff that's really dumb in here. This was for a project dealing with, like, what is it? I can't think of it starts with an L, I think. But it's like rubber that you carve to make a stamp. So, that was too complicated, so I did not do that. But this is like my magnum opus. Like, I will never make something as cool as this ever again. I made this my freshman year, funnily enough. So my friend had scraps from his project and gave it to me, which was Audrey Hepburn's like face. And then I added some plants up there. Like, look at how perfect that looks. That was, I will never. Another reason why this journal has not been thrown away. Like, that's so cute. These aren't too bad. I mean, it's like minimal artwork. Cup of tea. That's cute too. I don't know. Just silly stuff. This is taped together. I think it's meant to stay taped. This was a really cool start to a project, and then I decided to try and explore different textures with my artwork. So I like tried using Mod Podge, and it ruined it, so I gave up. Seriously. I don't know. This was kind of cool and fun to do. This is when I really got into collaging. Like, I think I started realizing I was kind of like good at it. Which, funnily enough, these aren't even like that good. But it's when I started like I like this art form a lot better. And it looks really bad because like these pages are so old. Oh my god, this one. Don't pay attention to the bottom. I was trying something out. But like this silhouette that I did with the flower. I'm still in love with that to like this day. Like, I was so proud of that at the time, and I still am like really proud of it. I'm sweating so bad all of a sudden. 1 second. I'm so sorry. I literally was like, it's not hot in here, and then I like started sweating. That's so funny. But yeah, I really like this page. And then this is the other part. I was trying to make a comment on how, like, I think I remember that project. It was like how brands will say that they're like trying to be environmental friendly, and then like they're obviously fucking not. I don't know, my explanations were, I feel like, were always so much better than my artwork. So I would make the artwork seem like way cooler. And I had really big plans for this page. I was gonna do a drawing of a girl like blowing a bubble, but I never did it. Blank. This was like a rant page of like when I got dumped that one time, which like it was not that serious. I was like, fine. I doodled in class and I just stuck it in there. This was like a face exercise that our teacher had us do. And then the curly obsession. And space. I was dabbling more and more with like watercolor aspects and stuff like that. That's my name. Some snails. This right here, it says smile, you're on camera. Now this was a really cool project. It was like the same project I was talking about with the metamorphosis. So what I would do is I would soak Polaroids in cold water overnight, and then you were able to kind of distort the picture, and that was my first try with this one. I didn't like how it came out, but this is like an insert for my wallet, and this was for a sketchbook of like where you want to be in the future. And a while ago, I think I actually do have the fortune, I just don't know where it's at. It's in a journal somewhere, I think, or like it's in my binder. I have an important document binder that says like, don't throw it out, important shit on it. And it's a fortune from a fortune cookie saying you're gonna prosper in the field of entertainment, which is so funny, but like I would like to. So I rewrote it and made that, and then I thought it would be fitting for the page next to it. This is a Rowan doll. So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to make a wish and fill in one eye, and then when the wish comes true, you fill in the other one. And then this is for my final project for my junior year. It was a painting my friend did. Couldn't get the tape off without ripping the paper. Which I'll show you. The final project is right next to me. Kind of some ideas for it. This was kind of my fail, but kind of cool. It was puffy paint. And that was also some like kind of practice for the project I'm also going to show you. A different project though. And then I cut out a bunch of eyes for magazines. And that's all that's in this journal. And so that was freshman year up to my junior year of high school. That's crazy. So the final project I did junior year, now this is like really beat up because I didn't take really good care of it. So I had this idea and it did not turn out at all the way I wanted to. I wanted to make it interactive, but she didn't have the right canvas for me. And a bunch of other stuff went wrong. Basically, I didn't have money to do what I wanted. So that's what it looks like. And it was based off of a Glass Animal song. I think it's Take a Slice, that song. And it's just kind of like what my brain kind of sequences. I don't know. I'm kind of mentally ill if we haven't come to that conclusion. But, I don't know. I just, like, I had a lot better ideas, and to be honest, I didn't start putting it together like the day before it was due, and I don't like how it came out. And then I was pissed off because, what is it? I had to fucking censor it because this girl right here, she's holding a cigarette, and my teacher made me put a post-it note over it, and she also made me censor her. These like cherubs, because they have like little penises. But you can only see two. That's also like, we're in high school. it's not even a big deal, but it's basically she made me censor that. And then there was a kid who literally had like guns and like weed on like his, which again, it's not a big deal. We're in high school, like yeah, that stuff happens. Like I was pissed because like, okay, you're gonna make me censor a cigarette and you're not making him censor like a literal like joint and like fucking marijuana leaf on his. Like I get the penises, don't get me wrong, but like this is the glitter project. Oh my god, I'm gonna scream cry. So definitely been eaten up by like mice, I guess. I do live in a basement and we did have a mice problem, but we got it like bombed and stuff. That's so sad. So I'll show you what's left of this project. It was kind of a satire, yeah, of like pollution and stuff, and like how like housewives would like, you know, go shopping. I thought it'd be kind of cool to like shop like for the trash, and then I know like they would look really beat up, but like it was so cute. I actually like put this in an art show. I didn't win anything because they had no prize, but like I'm not saying like my project was the best one there, but like but I also had this like fishing wire. Like she was fishing and there was like a fish attached to it. I had like a lot more stuff to this, but it's okay. Like I'm not mad, but like I don't know, I'm mad that it's like not so preserved. I loved this project. It was really fun to do. I also did this very last minute, but this one came out really good last minute. And I had another one I was gonna do. I still have the canvas. You know what? Maybe I will do it now. I was gonna do a satire play on like the ice caps, and I was gonna make. So I glittered the whole thing. It was a white iridescent glitter, and I was going to get like a picture. I have a picture of an ice scoop, and then like an outline of an ice box over the canvas, and just like ice cubes all over. But then like through the ice cubes you'd see like polar bears and like penguins and like other like Arctic creatures throughout, as like a play on like it doesn't matter because it's like our ice type thing. But I never did it because it was like so last minute and I'm lazy. So, but that would have been a really cool piece to go with it, but I just never did it. I remember getting shit on for this piece too, because not because of like not because of like what the project was, but because the original project I had like a lot of like cooler ideas. Like I was gonna make this interactive like glass display that had water in it, and it would be like it had glitter in the water. I remember playing out and it'd be so cool, and I could have easily done it, but like I was out for like literally a week and a half, like sick, and I had no time before the art show, so I had to do that instead. And then also junior year, this was done with gouache and watercolor. It was like a plant study. It's really pretty. This is my favorite one. I did a really good job on that. It's got tape on it because this was hanging up, but it fell too. I'm so disappointed. I didn't know that mice got to it. Damn, that's so sad. But I have good pictures of both of them, so I'll probably just toss them in. Because pictures, I mean, as long as they're pictures. And then I did this one for Halloween for fun. This also came eaten up. I did this in 2019. I don't know why. Like, I just thought it was cool. I've been thinking about doing like an Etsy for just like whatever kind of art I feel like making, but I just feel like I never do art. Also, canvases are kind of expensive. I love using like vintage like women in art. I think that it just, I don't know, it adds something for some reason. I love it. physical artwork. Well, okay, there's one, and I was gonna kind of talk on it, but then I was like, I'm not gonna talk on it. Basically, I did like artwork my senior year for like something political, because the project was like talk about minority opinion, like because we grew up in the area that I live, it's very conservative, which is, there's nothing wrong with being a conservative person. I really don't think that. It's just that a lot of people here do not challenge their own opinions and are not open to hear other people's opinions. So that's what the point of this project was. And this was the height of like some other stuff that was going on politically. So I made a project on it, and like now when I look on it, it just seems like really like performative versus like raising awareness. So I was like, I wouldn't feel comfortable sharing that because it just doesn't seem like, I don't know, like it just kind of seems like a privileged piece in general. That's what I'm kind of going for, and that would make me uncomfortable as like if I'm trying to put myself in somebody else's shoes, you know, and like watching somebody else speak on something that like they don't have to go through. That would be kind of weird, I think. So that's why I'm not going to show it. I don't know what I'll do with it. I'll probably toss it, to be honest. I do think at the time, I like, again, like with the intentions of the piece, I don't think anything wrong, but like as a person who's grown, I just don't think that the piece, number one, is like necessary, and number two, like it's just not necessary. End of discussion. So that's why I'm not going to show it. Let's see. So now all we have, I made this my senior year. I binded my own art journal, which I never put a cover on, and I regret that because I spilled coffee like all over it. So I'm not gonna have to toss it, but I was waiting to toss it till after I did this video. But I made this April 19th, 2021. And this was a self-portrait I did. There's coffee all over it. Kind of realistic, kind of cartoon. But I had a start date and a finish date, but I obviously never finished it. I was trying to do more self-portraits. I don't know. This portrait makes me want to die. This one that I'm looking at, so I'm not going to show you that one. But, okay, I'm going to show this. It does have my high school, and it does have my last name on it, and I'm still going to show you because that's like public information. Like if you went to my Instagram and like looked around enough, you'd see that. So I don't really care. But I graduated, and I'll just read what I wrote. I said, I graduated. I came out to everyone before I left. It felt pretty good. I decorated my cab with a Pantone paint name since I'm hoping to do something with art in the future. I'm scared but pretty hopeful. Also, the ceremony was hot as balls, and then it rained, -1 out of 10 for a good memory. I was named the best art student though, which I was, which was kind of cool. And then the sticker I put is like what was on my gown, like package that we got, and it was really important because I was offered to wear like a men's gown, which was like really nice because I think it's just kind of the area that I live in. They do like gendered gowns, so like white for women because like purity, and then like whatever the school color is for the boys. So I was offered a green one, and then this is like a Christmas card that was like the first year my mom used like the name Max on my Christmas card. And then here's the like doodles, and I wrote down some information about crystals. This was the very first testosterone packet I ever used. Ever. That's what they used to look like. They don't look like that now. And that was June 30th, 2021. So it's been over a year since I've been on testosterone. My voice sounds a lot higher when I whisper, but I promise it's deeper. But I had it wasn't technically a year altogether because my insurance stopped paying for my testosterone for a bit, but then they started paying for it again, so I was like off of it for like a month or so, and my voice went back up, so that kind of sucks. But and then I have a fortune right here. It says dispel negativity through creative activities. And here's just like a random, like, I think, oh, you know what? I remember what this was supposed to be. So I saw on a bunch of like art journals on Pinterest, people were doing like trash pages. And I wanted to do that, but then I saw like people doing like themed trash pages, like color themed. I wanted to do that so bad, but I never did it. But yeah, so that's this one. This is my senior year. Shame that I'm gonna throw it out, but I'll probably buy my own again with like better supplies, so it'll turn out a lot better. And I'll make sure to cover it and not spill coffee all over it. But I'll probably take stuff out of this and then like, or take pictures of it at least, and then toss it because it's kind of gross. And then we have this journal here. This journal my biological dad got me, like, I want to say 2017 or something like this, like my freshman year. And I never used it because I hate him. Oh shit, a bunch of oh, one of my crystals just fell. It looks okay. I don't hate my dad, we don't have a relationship, like, at all, and that's his fault, not mine. It's never the children's fault, by the way, but anyways, it's a really nice journal. It's supposed to be able to do watercolor. It doesn't, but here, I'll show you who it's by in case you guys are interested. I don't know if they're still in business. I think he got it off of Etsy. The Etsy shop is MOR Journals, so hopefully they haven't changed their name. And also on the back is affirmations. I'm wealthy, I'm healthy, I'm happy, I'm content, I'm masculine, I'm respected, I'm loved, and I love myself. That's some good affirmations. We'll start in the front. So I officially started this July 27th, 2020, and I did a really bad self-portrait. Slay. And then I said, new house, I lost 51 pounds, I have a job, and I'm getting my license. I didn't have my license yet. I did lose a lot of weight, and I've kind of gained it back. I don't think it's like fat weight that I gained back though, it's like more muscle weight, but I'm still trying to lose weight. I did 2 things about New York. Some of my favorite places in New York was Sheep Meadow, which is really nice, it's in Central Park. Plank Road Inn, which is not in New York, that's in Jersey, but it's really good, I recommend it. And Canal Street, which is also like super good. It's got a bunch of shit on that strip. And I said I want it to be my future home, but I probably will never live in New York City. Maybe in New York the state, but like not the city. That's just way too fucking expensive, and I don't want to be a part of those people that like gentrify it even more than it already is. So that's what I did for these pages. Oh, this is when my friends and I went on like a mini road trip, and I just bought her for her birthday like an Adam Driver like air freshener, and I'll just explain it as we look at it. It's really bad, and that's okay. This is from like a sausage muffin because we went to McDonald's. I don't think this page is finished because I was gonna put another place that we went. My friend Babes, we got boba tea. That was the necklace I used to wear, not the same necklace now. And then, yeah, which is like not really an inside joke, but like a video we came across like while we were drinking on YouTube, and it was like the funniest video in the world. It was like these bikers going somewhere and they're like, yeah, yeah. It's really funny. If you Google it on YouTube, you'll get Google on YouTube. You search it on YouTube, you'll get it. And then I did a Spotify playlist, and it says "Death on Two Legs" by Queen, "Love Game" by Lady Gaga, "Only" Nicki Minaj, "Perfect" Feet City Girls, Cousin Stiz, "Stronger" Kanye West, "Bitter Fuck" Joji, and "Skyfall" by Adele. I remember I was like really obsessed with Skyfall. Like I get re-obsessed with it actually every once in a while. It's just so pleasing to listen to. I think this was like a drunk drawing I did. It says, who would win, Fat Reggie or Chad Pikachu? If you guys don't know, I raised baby raccoons. So we had one named Reggie, and he was like our favorite. We had him for a really long time, and then he went outside. He's also wearing AirPods and that. And then Pikachu. So true. Jojo. So that's Minecraft. So we went on like an expedition to try and find that flower forever. And then these are our like our characters look like, which is not true. That's not what my character looked like. I don't know why I did that. That's my friend Maddie, my friend Dylan, and that was supposed to be me. Mine was like a man with a beard that has pigtails and like anime blush. So that's not what he looks like. I'm gonna have to redraw it because it's funnier that way anyways. And I have some quotes. So this was like when that General Kenobi sound on TikTok was trending, and like we could not stop saying it. And so we had a horse and we named it General Kenobi, and the horse died, and that was like a whole thing. And then we would tell, so like we had like our headsets on, and we would tell Maddie's mom that like Dylan would like say the most out of pocket shit. Like we'd be like, "Don't just call you a fucking whore." Like how does that make you feel? And Tina's like just so funny. Like she comes like right back up on that shit. This was definitely a rant pages that I covered up. I don't know what was originally on them, but I glued Jackass Forever movie tickets on one side and a seal on the other. So I'm not sure what was originally there. Sometimes when I rant, I'm like, okay, it's not that serious. Like, we do not need to be that upset, and I'll just like cover it up. But it's good to kind of get it out. This page was August 1st. So remote school just started. I've been hiking, and I said I lost 56 pounds. So 5 more pounds, let's go. And then there was a full moon, so I did a crystal cleanse, which I love that page so much. I'm back at like that 56 or something like that. And then this was a list of my crystal collection, which I've not updated in like so long. These are some watercolor drawings I did, or paintings, that I definitely ripped off of Pinterest, for sure. Definitely that ghost one. But it's cute. This was for a sketchbook, like art. So like, okay, when she had like art sketchbooks due, it was just like oh my god, my phone's gonna die. So she called like sketchbooks. So just like a mini art project due. That was mine. I think the prompt was like lines, which it's circles, not line. I don't know. I'm such a wonderful, funny person. This is October 31st. I lost 63 pounds. Single, so that means I had just gotten broken up with. And my mental health with an arrow, so that means it's going up. Yes. And then this was a sketchbook as well. I forget the prompt, but I was really happy with this. It was like when you feel most calm or something like that. And I love staring at the moon and the stars. I'm not sure, so this had to have been in June or something. But it's when I probably came out to lick everyone that I knew. So that's my original testosterone. That's my newer one that I take. This was for Christmas. And that was Christmas that year. Because I got a Kirby plushie. I got a bracelet. That's why there's an evil eye in there. A binder, some candy, boxers, socks. I got a Creeper plush that I bought for myself. Excuse me. I don't know what that's supposed to be or that, but I got some cologne. That's like when I got my Gucci cologne. I still have it. And my Blue Yeti. And then I also got, or not also got, but this is a page with a negative on it. I saved the other page because I was going to put another negative on it when I got my next roll film developed, which I'm still waiting on because I'm too poor to pay for that right now. I think these are some drunk drawings again. A really bad Kirby and a Garfield. So this is when I found this again. This was a letter that I received from Mom. Super sweet. This like was literally so sweet. I love it. So it was for my birthday too. I remember that. Oh, and they made me jewelry. I literally wear that necklace like all the time. Like, I love that necklace so much. Thank you. And the bracelet, I love it. Oh my gosh. I need to start wearing those like in videos too, because like I genuinely appreciate that so much. And like when I'm sad, I'm not even gonna play. Like I literally like read this like letter, or like read stuff, or like cards and letters like people send me, because like something about it like makes my head like feel good. Like my, not like my ego, but like it's like fuzzy. Like, wow, people give a shit. Like, that's so nice. But here is, after that, I said it's been over a year since I've touched this. Life updates from then. I got kicked out. I did get kicked out. I live with my grandparents now. I'm talking to people again, which I'm talking to one of them still, not the other person. Started a YouTube channel. I have 870 subs as I was doing this. I'm still working at this place. Not anymore. I'm on testosterone and I'm officially out of the closet. I am struggling mentally. I feel very alone and isolated at times. I've had COVID 3 times now. 4. Sorry, my little cousin just came down here and she's like really quiet. She scared the shit out of me. But anyways, I don't know where I got off. I think I said I had COVID, and which I've had it 4 times now. And I'm also in some college classes, which I am finished. I'm trying to get into more to feel better about school, which is not great timing because I'm sick. I just want to marry rich so I don't have to worry about this shit. I can barely afford groceries and I just even got a raise. So yeah, if you know any rich people, let me know. Why is my face so red? I guess it's because it's hot down here now. But I wrote this January 10th at 1:45 in the morning. Oh yeah. This was my positive COVID test. And then I did a sticker page. And then I had plans for this, but I never did it, which I'll probably do now. I still had plans for this page and never did it. And that's all I've done, so that much unused. So there's that. I have, and I'll show you what's on my iPad. Oops, my iPad. That's Reggie. Go to Procreate. I had a lot of stuff on here. Let's see. Oh my god. I wanted to make like pins. My screen is so dirty. So I made like this. As like a crystal pin. I did this like as a plant one. It's like Pantone. And then this was for my tattoo roleplay that I did forever ago. So like a flash sheet. And then here's a different flash sheet I did. That's really fun to do. Oh, this I did for high school. This was my last project in high school. And it was for our, like, handouts that they gave to people coming in. It was our class flower. So I got to draw that. And it was on the pamphlets. It's in black and white. And then I did this. Sorry if you don't like clowns. Oh my god. If you don't like clowns, skip ahead, but just a cat. Clown cat. I did for fun. Oh. I drew this based off of, this is a painting off of a picture I took, which is like literally right there on my wall. This is like kind of my art style, which is like a realism, but like not. So this is, oh my god, I can't think of them. Think of their names. Okay, Venus and Serena Williams. I think it was for, we did a project like of drawing like someone for Black History Month, so I did both of them. I did this for my friend to make her feel better. It's like my magnum opus actually right there. Oh, this was supposed to be an animation of like a duck melting. I don't think I ever... Hold on, I'll play it for you guys. Yeah, it was like a really... If I had more time, I probably would have finished it. I don't know. It's not bad. Oh, I did a plate of pierogies. Plate was bad, but the pierogies look good. Let's see, what else do I want to show you? This is a self-portrait I did. It looks really bad on here, but like on the iPad, it is literally gorgeous. I'm like really proud of it to this day. It's like supposed to be really moody. Let's see what else. I did a really bad young gravy. Again, like my style is like realism, but not. I don't know how to explain it. But I'm not gonna even front with you. I did not draw his shirt. Like if you zoom in, like that's his actual shirt, like pattern. I started doing his actual shirt. Let's see if I can take away the shirt. Okay, I started doing it. I promise. I just got lazy, so I inserted his shirt. I'm not gonna lie, like, and then I did, this is not finished, so don't even, like, look at it that close, okay? This is of Tyler, the Creator. I have another one, also not finished, of Tyler, the Creator. This one's, like, really not finished, so it's just color blocking. But, yeah, I don't know, that's, like, all I really have on here. I'm trying to see if there's anything else I missed. I delete stuff all the time, which is awful. Like, you should just keep it, even if you don't like it. Oh, here's a drawing. This was the first one I ever did on my iPad. This is Reggie. He liked being in our shag carpet and, like, searching it for bugs, like, it was outside. He's a cutie. Oh, and I had an idea to make him into, like, a tarot card. But... just erased some of it. That's on my iPad. And I got one last thing to show you before I'll show you the artwork on my walls. So this is a gouache, well, it's a watercolor notebook, but I use it for gouache. It came broken, but I didn't realize it until after I painted in it, so I still am using it. I just tried to fix it best I can. Now, don't judge me on these because I was really good at gouache and then I really am not now. Just that. Some strawberries. Like, these are all practice. I don't like that one at all. And then there's the moon. I like how this one, or tea, I guess. And then, okay, this one, I love how the water came out, but I hate the flowers. Like, I don't know why they look like that. There's a little moth. I need to clean that up. And then here's where it was broken. The binding was coming apart, so I just super glued the pages together, so like one page is shorter than the other, so that's why I did a whole like landscape. Chrysanthemum. Oh, these are like bleeding hearts. And then here's Prismo from Adventure Time, the pickle. Now, I definitely got this as like a reference from an Instagram page. Same with this BMO, which is really bad. But my paint was like too runny, so I just was like, fuck it. And then these are bad too, but it was just whatever. And then this is like water, or supposed to be. I hated it at first, but I kind of like it now. Like, I don't know how to feel, but, and that's it. But I really do like this water one, I think. But yeah, that's all that. That's the most recent artwork I've done, is in this. I haven't done any artwork like anywhere else, but in this. But yeah, so I'm gonna show you guys what's around on my room. So, these are some snails that I did. We had a project where we had to do 40 snails in like different media. So these are pencil. This one is so crazy because like that is like genuinely the size of, like, these are huge. And then we were timed on these, so that's why some of them are more finished or less finished. And then these are out of like magazine paper. This was like when the black hole was found. Isn't that cool? Or the picture of the black hole. But that's all that's like hangs right here. Okay, so here's the other painting I was talking about. Just some butterflies and like flowers. I think it's so cute. And then this here is the stamps I was talking about that I made, but just like rainbow. And then here's that picture, the reference picture. Kind of in the way of the light. But that's a film picture. There's a Dr. Pepper. And then this is a collage piece I made. I almost forgot about it. That I made a while ago. And it has that same like film I was talking about. Isn't that cool? I'm just staying on it. I really don't know. I don't want to know what that is. And then here's another collage piece I did. This was for a sketchbook my senior year. There's, I think the prompt was like mysterious doorway or like staircase, which this looked better when I first made it because it's like peeling. But isn't that cool? And then I actually drew this too. It's supposed to be like a self-portrait when I was younger, like high school me, which I was not that skinny, so I'm a liar. And then this I did not make. That was somebody in my art class that made that. Finally fixing that after like years, I guess. I did that a while ago. Don't remember. And then that's another collage. I really like that one. And that's so cool. Again, questionable stains, I know. And that was in 2019. So probably at the same time I made that other one too. But yeah. That is a Webkins thing, isn't that so funny? But yeah, that's like all the artwork. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I like showing off my artwork. It's not absolutely everything. I'm sure there's pieces I didn't find and stuff like that, but that's the majority of it. So yeah, thank you guys for wanting to see my art. That's like really nice and sweet. I'm sorry that some of it's in like such awful shape. That's like kind of disappointing, but some of it's kind of old and needs to be thrown out anyway, so I guess it's whatever. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and found it relaxing, and I hope that you guys sleep super good. Super, super, super good. Good night.